this time around, they wanted people who had information that they could share. And I felt so good about it because we've been doing HIV for 20 years. And I thought that this would be a good opportunity for me to get to share all the manuals we have created, all the best practice stories that we have, all the success stories that we have in our country, in the Caribbean, that we can share with the wider world.
My name is Nicholson. I'm an art of living teacher. I am also a consultant. I do work in public health. I do research for baselines.
Traveling to those conferences give you a better idea to know that some of the challenges that you face as a trans person or sex worker, it even help you to focus different.
My past experiences at the conference, for the matter of fact, I went up on a journalist scholarship. So working in the media and gathering the information that I can relate to the public, it was a learning experience where I got information, especially in relation to statistics, where you can put it in a way that the layman can understand it about HIV and prevention practices.
I'm profoundly dissatisfied with the proceeds or the findings or the scholarships that has came back from the 2012 IAS conference billed for Washington, and in the sense that, you know, there has been a major issue of discrimination in terms of persons from this particular region, in terms of the scholarships that they have received and the misrepresentation of the Caribbean, knowing that the Caribbean, just after sub-Saharan Africa, is slated or is well known as the second region with the high prevalence of HIV, and to not involve the key stakeholders, persons who come from a different marginalized population, as a part of this conference is very discriminating for the Caribbean.
So yes, I did apply for the AIDS 2012 conference.
Now, because they're from a sex worker organization, doesn't mean that they're still in sex work. Some of us have sex worker advocates who was sex worker over 10 years ago and fighting for sex worker rights.
Sharing best practices for different countries, given that we in the Caribbean have a particular culture, the way we do things, the way we operate, the way we are laid back. When you look at best practices in other countries, you try to take the best of those or take what will work and bring it to the Caribbean.
And I was so disappointed that when I applied for a sponsorship, mind you, and then I was told that it was not successful. I thought I was well positioned because of my 20 years of work to be someone to be able to give information at the conference, which is what I was looking forward to. Because normally the conferences you get information. This time they want people who can come with information to share. And I thought I had a wealth of knowledge, which I did explain in the application, and was really disappointed.
However, I was politely declined, and I really felt I don't know, disappointed. And someone, when I mentioned it to them, said, oh, you have to be MSM or PLHIV, and clearly you're not, so why did you apply in the first place?
The entrance fee for the conference is too high. It's $575. That is more than 100,000 Guyana dollars.
I applied for a scholarship for the World AIDS Conference 2012. I submitted an abstract. I received confirmation that it was accepted, but I was only given a partial scholarship, which will only cover the registration fee and accommodation. So I have to get on my own money for allowance and for the airfare.
I don't think that they should have chosen that location because, one, exclusion of sex workers, two, injecting drug users, trans people. These people are the persons who are most at risk. If we're talking about most at risk, I don't like the word most at risk, but with PEPFAR terms and the UN terms, most at risk, then you need to include this population. Why would you want to keep a conference somewhere that these populations are being forced into becoming HIV infected? Why would you want to keep it somewhere that they cannot have access to? Then the conference is not for persons infected and affected by HIV.
The issue of sex workers also being able to access a visa to enter the United States knowing that if they do so, they may have to falsify the information to get there.
If you're talking about getting to zero HIV by 2015, they need to include this population, because this population is a population that seems to be forgotten, and they need to include them if we're talking about getting to zero. We can't talk about representing these people and then we don't include them, we're excluding them. It's like we feel that we're being discriminated against, we're being left out. So we wouldn't have the impact on the HIV prevalence if we're not included at these levels.
So I'm really, really disappointed. I'm still trying to see if I can get some sponsorship somewhere to go, but I'm really, really disappointed because they did not accept it.
In Mexico, we had lots of sex work. We was able to have a march, and also in Guyana, it was not so much as in Mexico, but it made an impact.
I told them that I wasn't able to identify that kind of money. So their answer was that maybe I could identify somebody that can do it and I can transfer my scholarship to that person.
They just assume that because the persons apply as sex work from sex worker organization that don't have a visa or wouldn't get a visa, so they would grant them scholarship. And that was wrong, because some of them already have visas.
I'm concerned that, there will not be enough representation for the Caribbean because we do not have the amount of persons that will be there to give their input in this particular process.
So I'm very concerned about it that the people of the Caribbean do not get to really showcase all the wonderful work we are doing, how far we have come, and this would have been a good opportunity to do so. So it really bothers me.
I thought, well, oh, there it goes. I don't fit the criteria.